If you're still a struggling trader and you're finding it difficult to make even up to $10,000 per month trading, or you're just a complete beginner, this video is for you. Because I'm going to reveal my step-by-step processes which I take to actually make more than $10,000 per month from the comfort of my home. And I'm going to try my best to explain and teach you guys this concept all for free. I want you to look at this chart. It lies the secret to my trading strategy. It's a millionaire strategy, and it is used by the top 1% of traders. This strategy that I'm revealing to you, I've never shared it with anyone, and it's called becoming a pro trader in 90 days, because I've actually designed it in such a way that it will take even a beginner trader to a professional trader in 90 days. And after that, you can be able to bank more than $10,000 per month from just trading. My reputation and success is built on how transparent and honest I am with you guys since the inception of this YouTube channel. And I also share my trading results with you guys. I've shown that many times. So I want you guys to trust me, because I also show my losses too. And if you actually want to change your trading journey and how well you think, please watch this video to the very end. I want you to put aside everything that will actually distract you and focus. You know that focus and time is equals to success. Endeavor to watch this video to the very end, because if you cannot be patient and focus yourself and watch this video to the very end, how much more are you going to be focused in your trading? I want you guys to give this video 100% attention, okay? Because I'm going to be revealing facts to you guys here. I want you to put this video on full screen. Don't be distracted by anything. Without wasting much of your time, let's begin. The 5-step framework. The 5-step framework will help you to shape your trading career, to help to make you consistent. It will help to make you over $10,000 per month from just trading from the comfort of your home. You also be able to attain consistency, and you spend less than 3 hours a day or just 3 hours a day trading if you apply this concept which I'm going to teach in this video meticulously. And it's also going to be coming with a definite trading plan. Now, before I reveal the strategy to you, to actually identify the problem, the why you're not making money from trading, and why you lose money. Why do 90% of the traders lose money in the trading industry? Because you guys are actually trading from the retail concept and the retail framework, from the retail perception. So because of that, you always lose money. You end up being on the wrong side of the trend. You end up being liquidity to foil the market. So now, looking at those reasons why you lose money, the number one big reason is what? The market is rigged. This market is rigged against you. It's being manipulated by the big players, the smart money in this market. Those big guys actually need liquidity, and you are serving as liquidity. Why? Because you lack the proper information. And I'm going to be giving you all that in this video. Pay attention. Secondly, you're trading based on emotions, greed, and you are actually doing things that are inconsistent with your trading strategy or trading plan. You're not sticking to it. You are self-sabotaging yourself because you have this belief that you are not worthy for success. you're nervous, you are overconfident, you're anxious, you're in doubt, you're not confident. And we are going to address that. The third reason is your losses are always bigger than your wins. And if your losses are bigger than your wins, you're not going to make money. Okay? 90% of the traders lose money. But this is the same industry that can make you wealthy with just a flip of the switch, guys. You trade like the bottom traders, the 90% of the traders, the retail traders. They lose money. So you have to change your perception to learn to trade like the top 10%, the pro traders. Those guys are the winners. Okay? And then you have to learn to trade like the top 1%. The top 1% are the elite traders. Those guys are the big winners, guys. Those guys are the big winners. So now the question is, how do you go from a complete loser to a big winner? That's the thing we're going to be addressing now. To achieve this, you have to get to a point almost near breaking point, like myself. Because there was a point in time in my life where I was depressed. I was almost losing it and I felt like giving up. At that point, that was the point where I had two options, either to quit or to master trading to find out the reason why. So I chose to decide to find the reason why. And then I had to decide to master trading. And if you choose to master trading, then you are in the right path. How did I change? What did I change? Okay. I started using a trading plan. I started managing my capital. If you know both the enemy and yourself, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. The enemy in this particular case is the market. Yourself, you're also an enemy. Your trading success, you're an enemy. Why? Because you self-sabotage your trades. You don't believe that you can actually make it. Your fear, your greed is actually making you not to succeed as a trader. So you have to figure out what actually changed. I had to figure out how the big institution traders, the smart money trade. And this led me to taking a deep dive into understanding the market algorithm and what actually moves price. I had to learn to accept my losses, because you have to do that. I had to learn to accept my losses because losses are part of the game. Because I figured out that even the professional traders, they lose money. These guys lose money. And what actually differentiates them is that their losses are small compared to their wins. So you have to learn to cut your losses short and you let your win run. Because what happens majority of the time is that you cut your winners short and then your losses, you let them run. In that particular scenario, you can't make money. You have to minimize the downside and maximize the upside. The 5-step framework that can make you over $1 million is called Becoming a Pro Trader in 90 Days. But this strategy is actually designed and guaranteed to make you $10,000 per month. Becoming a Pro in 90 days. In order for you to make $10,000 per month, trading from the comfort of your home, and attain the financial freedom you need these 5 steps. First, you have to think, act, and trade like the smart money. If you don't, you find yourself in the same cycle, the cycle of doom. Because if you don't learn to think and act like them, the trading space is not for you, because it's already designed for you to fail. The market is controlled by these big players. These big players are the smart money. They own the market. Example of the big players are, we have the hedge funds, the financial institutions, the market makers, the interbanks, and the top trading industries. Those guys are the big guys. They are the big dogs. We are just puppets. And I want you guys to decide today not to be a puppet. Okay? Decide not to be pushed around by anyone. You have to learn to control your own self. What draws the line between the retail trader and the smart money, the big boys? What actually draws the line? What separates them? The retail trader actually sees trading as what? A get-rich-quick scheme. You know what happens? You end up blowing your money. The retail trader is not patient. He's jumping from one strategy to another, looking for a holy grail. But in Forex, there's no holy grail. In trading industry, there's no holy grail. No strategy can give you 100%. But if you learn to master the enemy and yourself, you'll be able to get up to 50, 60, 70% success rate. And this strategy, which I'm going to teach to you, is actually designed to do that for you. The retail trader always over leverage. He has no respect for his capital. Now, what does the smart money trader do differently? The big banks, what do they do differently? They treat trading as a business. Trading for them is mainly what? Business. They trade when they see opportunities, and they are very, very patient. They don't rush their trading process. A trade must meet their criterion, and they must trade according to their plan. They clearly understand what actually moves price. They don't just hop into the market and then expect to make profit. They make proper research. Are you ready to put in the work, guys? It's all left to you. You have to decide for yourself. 99% of the retail traders struggle to win because they are focused on the wrong things. Chart patterns, support and resistance, break and retest, all those things are designed for you to fail. That's the harsh truth. Because most retail trading strategies are actually what? Rigged. They are manipulated. They are rigged against you. You understand? So how can you win in a game that is rigged against you and is designed for you to fail? To address this, we need to first understand the why. Why is the market rigged? Are you guys with me? Just be patient. Watch this video, guys. It's going to change your life. Why is the market rigged? A lot of you guys will say they took my money, they manipulated the market and this and that. I don't blame them, guys, because you did not do proper research. You need to know that the market is rigged not because the market makers are wicked or they are evil. This happened because liquidity needs to be provided. Some people need to lose and some people need to win. There has to be what? Liquidity for price to move. If there's no liquidity, there's not going to be a movement in the market. So the choice is up to you. Are you going to make the research to be the trader that wins and not the one that ends up giving his money back to the market? So for you to actually buy a particular asset, there has to be someone on the other end willing to sell. You understand? So they rig the market to provide liquidity, because without liquidity, the institutional traders cannot be able to buy a large amount of the trading quantity they need. So they need liquidity. And where did they get that liquidity from? The smart money traders get the liquidity from what? The retail traders like you and I. So what are we going to do? We learn to trade side by side with what? The institutional traders. So now let's look at an analogy like you see in this chart. Let's say you buy Euro USD at some point. What happens? The market comes, take you out, and then moves in your direction. What happened? The market just draw what? Liquidity from you. And we have the buy side liquidity and the sell side liquidity. The market can grab liquidity from both ends and then move. I want you to know that liquidity is equals to what? Orders plus stop loss. That's what liquidity is. So for there to be liquidity, the total number of orders plus the stop losses must be taken out. The fact that the market is rigged, does it actually mean a bad thing? No, I don't see it to be a bad thing. It just, what this means is that you just have to learn to change what? Your approach towards trading. Start acting, thinking, and trading like the smart money. If you attain this mindset, you will start seeing consistent result and start making consistent profit. Your job as a trader is to understand how the banks and the large financial institutions compete for liquidity. You don't need to memorize any chart pattern. You don't need to memorize anything. You just have to have that understanding of how the market operates. Knowing the reason why the market is moving. With such pattern, why such pattern occurs. When you understand this, you'll be able to solve majority of your problem. You understand? It's not about hard work, it's smart work. How do you win in trading? How do you win when a game is totally rigged against you? Understand why trading is rigged against retail traders. You have to have the understanding of why the game is rigged. Understand how the smart money traders operate. And then you have to learn to copy their style, to trade side by side with them. If you want to trade like the top 2% of the traders or 1% of the traders, you need to master my trading strategy, guys. It is the best top trading strategy that even those financial institutions use. I'm telling you. It is called becoming a pro in 90 days. I have actually tailored it so that even the beginner trader can actually understand it. And this concept have actually been simplified. This is a style of trading where in utilizing institutional method to gain an edge in the market, not to get liquidated. Okay, when you master the strategy, you have an edge because in this particular strategy, I utilize the concept of the big institutions. I design it in such a way that they think, how they react. Okay, becoming a pro trader in 90 days is the first ever trading strategy of its kind because it incorporates the best part of or the top trading strategy in the world, and it will give you the best risk to reward ratio, the best win rate, and it will give you consistent profit. This becoming a pro in 90 days incorporates the principles of price action, advanced market structure, smart money concepts, supply and demand, and institutional strategies, ICT concept, and order flow. So it incorporates those. You don't have to waste your time learning and jumping from here to there. This strategy gives you a set of rules to actually follow. If you understand the strategy, you get to trade in the exact same manner like the institutions and in the exact same manner like I do. Now back to focus. One method of how to make $10,000 per month from the comfort of your home is to understand economic news and announcements. Does economic news imply a bad thing? No. It's actually fundamental analysis actually underrated by majority of the traders. Some don't actually know what it is. If you must trade the right way, you must understand what actually moves price. The price cycle. The market is made up of big institutions and retail traders. And the big institutions are actually people, okay, like you and I. They are controlled. We are all controlled by fear, greed, and human behavior. And human behavior is what drives price. It what actually leads to market sentiment. It's what makes the market move. So market sentiment drives order flow. Order flow brings price action, and price action creates patterns. Okay, so you have to know that. That's what actually moves price. That's what actually prints the pattern you see on your charts every day. Fundamental analysis involves analyzing economic factors that may affect currency prices. Economy of a country is bad, the currency is going to be weak. Okay, the price of the currency is actually going to be lower. Good, the currency is going to be strong against other country currencies. Why does understanding the economic news very important? Because it's what drives price. Fundamental analysis is what drives price. It's what makes price move. Okay, technical just show you how price move. Why the fundamental shows you why price move. Is the why behind why the market moves. So you have to learn to understand all of that. Fundamental analysis help us to understand the long-term perspective of a currency of a country. Why analysis is just short term. Poor economic data brings about negative perception, and then it leads to what? Bearish market. If the economy of a country is poor, people will be scared of investing in the country. Okay, like let me use my country for instance, the Nigerian government. All right, our economy is very poor. Our currency is low in value, and investors are actually running out. So will you buy the naira? You want to buy the naira. That's just a simple analogy. Why must you actually learn about fundamental analysis. Avoid unpleasant market moves. For instance, you are in a trade and you are in profit. Some few seconds later, the market moves 50 pips against you. With that sudden surge, it tanks against you. Why? Because of their news events that you were not aware of. So you learn to make research of the economic releases. List of economic releases that you should know. You should be aware of this. Monetary policy and interest rates, inflation, consumer price index, gross domestic products, non-farm payroll, Federal Open Market Committee, economic chaos and prosperity, and many more. So now we are done with fundamental analysis. Next thing that can guarantee you to make $10,000 per month is what? Risk management. Most traders join it, starts and end in just what? A sweep of a second. That's before the journey even starts. It has what? Already ended. Why? Because of poor risk management. They don't understand the power of risk management. Why does trader lose more money than they actually win? Because of what? They don't calculate their risks before they take a trade. Their disregard for risk management is very high. They just want to make quick returns without actually thinking about the downside of it. The market is actually brutal and it has no regard for anyone. Whether you are rich, you're poor, whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim, the market does not have any regard for you. You get that? Note that the higher your risks, the lower your chances of survival in this particular market space. So you have to learn to manage your risks at any given point in time. When you manage your risks, you'll be able to last long in this market. You must treat trading as a business and not a get-rich-quick scheme. You must treat trading as a business and not a hobby. If you want a hobby, go get a hobby. It must not be trading. Let's look at a typical example of why you need trading risk management in order to last long in the market. If you risk 1% per trade, you would have to take 100 trades. If you risk 2%, you take 50 trades. If you risk 10%, you would have to take 10 trades. If you risk 50%, just 2 trades. Imagine that you risk 50% of your capital. What are your chances of survival? Just two chances, and you're gone. So therefore, you should learn to manage your risks meticulously, guys. You have to treat that with care and discipline. To cite the importance of risk management, two traders, trader A and trader B, all starting with a capital of what? $1,000, required to actually risk 2% per trade. So the exact same traders, trader A, risk reward ratio is 1:0.5. He lost 2%, that's $200, and win 1%, that's $200 plus 200. And trader B, risk to reward ratio is 1:2, loses 2% and wins 4%. So after 10 trades, you realize that trader A is in the negative and trader B is in the positive. Trader A cap balance is $9,500 and trader B is $10,998 after charges, that's the commission. So who makes money? Trader A. And you discover that they took the exact same trades and their risk to reward ratio is 50%. So they are supposed to make money. But trader A end up losing money, being in the negative. Why? Because of poor risk management. So you see the needfulness of implementing risk management. So what do you need to change? What do you need to understand? You need to know that your goal is not to be right always. You don't have to be right always to make money in this market. What you need to understand is your goal is to make money consistently, not to be right. It does not matter whether you are right or wrong. But what matters is how much you make when you win and how much you lose. So that's what matters. The fourth one now is developing a millionaire mindset. How do you develop a millionaire mindset? What is our major pitfall as humans? We are very intelligent. And same way you're intelligent, your intelligence can actually work against you. As humans, we need to know that we are the most intelligent creatures on earth. And our brains are wired not for success, but for survival. You have to understand that. How does this affect us as traders? From an evolution perspective, we are biologically wired not to be successful traders. So how do we change this to become successful traders? This means that this is why a majority of the traders fail. Why? Because we are not wired for success. We're already wired for survival. So, and our brain is wired for fight or flight. The fight or flight mechanism is what keeps us from danger. It's what keeps us alive. For instance, you see a lion, that you decide either to fight the lion or to run away from the lion. And the downside of this is that it helps us to make a lot of rash decisions in a split of second. And if you bring that same analogy in trading, you're going to see that rash decision will lead you to make losses majority of the time. Because your trade is going against you, that instinct kicks in, you close your trade. The next thing will happen, the trade goes in your direction. And what happens? You have already lost. And you begin to blame yourself that you are so dumb, you are so stupid. Why? Because you are not aware of these emotions. It's in human nature. It's also part of our brain there's a part of our brain which causes us to see the negative in everything. Everything. And that gives us the ability to notice stress in less than half of a second and react to it. The threat factor, the speed is 0.5 seconds. But the ability to recognize positive things that will be beneficial to us will take 2 seconds. You see. So that is designed to affect us to fail. But you have to learn to reprogram yourself to become successful in trading. This affects your trading negatively by wanting to close your trade so fast. For you to get over having this mindset, you have to understand that you are trading against people emotions. And you are trading a market that is full of probabilities. And you're not just trading lines. You have to learn to be aware of that. You have to be conscious of that. Price will always be a reflection of people's emotions. And those are things you can control, but you can actually control yourself. And trading is a game of psychology and probabilities. It's just beyond just reading the charts alone. You have to make yourself to be aware of those things. How do you win in a mental game of trading? How do you win in a game that's designed for you to fail? We don't rise to the level of our expectations. We rise to the level of our training and our belief. Your belief is actually going to determine whether you're successful or not. How do we win in a mental game of trading? First, you have to be aware of your emotions so that when they arises, what do? You just close the chart and then go look for something and do. To execute your trading process consistently, you have to be consistent. You have to show up each and every day and keep doing the same thing. Consistent input is equal to what? Consistent outcome. You have to build discipline by accomplishing challenging tasks. You have to hit the gym. You have to learn to discipline yourself, train your body and your mind. Okay? Because if you cannot put a bag of chips away, if you cannot endure your mind for you to actually carry out a workout session for 1 hour, then trading is not for you. You have to learn to discipline yourself and your mind. You have to learn to challenge yourself each and every day so that you have to become better. Have you ever tried going for jogging and then your mind is telling you can't do this, you can't do this? But if you learn to put aside those emotions, you'll find out that you actually covered the distance and then you succeeded. So you have to learn to reprogram yourself. The 5 tenets of a millionaire trader. You have to focus on getting into the zone. You have to cut yourself out of every distraction. Everything that's actually distracting you, you have to actually cut it off to become a successful trader. If not, you can't become a successful trader. You have to learn to be disciplined by following your trading strategy. Each and every day, you must learn to implement the same thing. You don't jump from strategy to strategy because your strategy is not working. Find out the reason why your strategy is not working, fam. Stop being a coward, man. You have to learn to be patient. Some of you are just so impatient. You enter a trade now and it gives you small profit, you're jumping out. Guys, you have to learn to stop that if you want to make up to $10,000 per month, fam. You have to learn to wait for high probability setup. And even if you enter a trade, it doesn't just happen. Miracle don't happen, guys. You have to learn to be patient to let it play out. Learn to discipline yourself. And you don't need to trade every single day. This is high institution traders. They don't trade every single day. Okay, they only trade when they see an opportunity. You need to have a life, fam. Fourth, you have to understand that the market is ever changing. Adaptability. You have to learn to adapt to the changing market conditions. The market is dynamic and is always in a state of constant flux, ever changing. You understand? A strategy, you are trading a particular style today. Tomorrow, it might. You just have to put in some work to actually change a few variables to adapt to the new market condition. It's not that the strategy or the method stop working. You just have to do what, put in the work to redefine it. Okay? Humility. A lot of you guys are just so pompous. You are always carrying your shoulders. Even if you make a little money, you want to show off. You have made money. You have made money. But you have to put put money over ego. You understand? Be humble, guys. Because some of you guys carry that ego, that pride to the market space. And the market is a place where he doesn't look at your face, man. It's going to humble you. Like, seriously. You cannot be right always. Learn to cut your losses short. Be humble, fam. So, the last of them all is for joining the trading community. A lot of you guys are just trading for the comfort of your home, and you are indoor all day, each and every day, and you have actually built a prison for yourself. Trading alone is actually boring, guys. You need to get a life. Have friends. Have people that you actually trade with. So I actually built a community, the LIKEMINDEX trading community. And what does the community do? We learn to share ideas. Okay? We learn to share ideas. If you want to actually join the LIKEMINDEX trading community, just chat me up and I'll add you to it. Join a trading community and I provide guidance. Okay, I'm here to actually guide you day by day through mentorship process to teach you this thing, guys, because you need to actually understand this. You won't go far if you're working alone, guys. You need to work as a team, teamwork. You need a team. So that's that for today. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and follow us on the Telegram channel for more videos like this.